So diving into part 2 now of my Looksmaxing guide. Clothing. You want to be buying clothing that fits you well. I spoke in my last video about working out, and clothes simply looks better on you once you're working out. Whenever you buy clothes, go to a shop's fitting room and try it on. I literally do this with every single item of clothing I have. You want to see how tight it fits on the sleeves and even your shoulders. That's something I like, because you'll see there's a line that goes down your shoulder. You want that to be sitting on your shoulder. If it's too high up, you look like a child, and if it's too low down, then you look like you're wearing oversized clothes and you look a bit almost skinny. At least that's the way I see it. So you need to be trying on your clothes whenever you buy it. Another thing I do want to talk about though is I see a lot of younger guys in particular, but guys of all ages, walking around with this big Nike ticks on or the swoosh as they call it, on their shirts, thinking that that's stylish. I disagree. To me, you look like you are a walking billboard, trying to advertise for Nike. And that actually ends up looking cheap. And the irony is, you paid a lot for that shirt. Brand name clothing is not cheap stuff. Now, if you look at the shirt I'm wearing, it says Hazard on it. I just like the style of it. There's a personal preference thing, but Hazard's not a brand per se. So I think this is okay, but even preferably, if you watch my other videos, I have typically no writing on my shirts actually. This is one of the few where I do have some sort of writing on it, and this is where style becomes a bit subjective, but I wouldn't say it was my favorite shirt, but it's one of my favorites. So that's another thing I do think you should look at quite closely, the branding of it. Another thing you want to look at is that it's all natural. So cotton and not polyester. I spoke about this in my testosterone maximization video, but if you care even 1% about your testosterone, you would never wear polyester ever again. Polyester is basically a plastic. Plastic lowers your testosterone, so I think I've said enough. Wear only natural stuff, so that's cotton, but if you can find bamboo or silk, those are also fine, but 100% avoid cotton. I meant polyester, my bad. You also want to straighten your clothes, iron, or however you pronounce that word, even steam your clothes, so you don't have these weird creases. Again, I might be being a bit picky, but if I see someone who hasn't ironed their clothes, I really imagine the image that comes to my mind at least is that they just roll out of bed. They slept in that shirt, slept in that outfit as well, rolled out of bed and came to university in my case. You can imagine why that's not a very attractive look. Now, of course, not everyone would be having the same mindset as me. But imagine the woman you're trying to attract has that sort of mindset. Then you lost out, or potentially lost out, on what could have been your future wife, all because you didn't take literally 2 minutes to iron your clothes. Now, of course, this goes into a deeper matter that's not even part of Looksmaxing, but you could argue that the ideal woman for you wouldn't really care. But that still gets into a bit of a grey area where I genuinely do believe you should be constantly looking to improve yourself. So if this is one thing you can do to improve yourself, why wouldn't you take it? Beyond that, I do think you should accessorize. So you'll notice from my videos, I almost always wear this necklace. I like it. It has a black pendant, a lot of these. I also have one with a silver pendant. I don't like that one as much, but I do have it as a rotational piece more than anything else. Very rarely wear it though. I also like wearing watches. This watch actually, I love you, babe. My girlfriend got it for me recently. She got it as a present for me, so really do appreciate it for that. But you do want to accessorize it, but not go over the top. But necklace, watch is fine. If you want to wear a bracelet or something, fair enough. Another thing that at least I've had poor eyesight since I was 10 years old, very young age. But I only started wearing my glasses full time literally 2 years ago. The glasses is actually quite nice, and since it actually makes your face symmetrical, but at least in my mindset, maybe it's true, I'm not even denying it might be true. my mindset in the past, I thought it made me look like a nerd, so I didn't wear it. But let me show you something. Look at me without my glasses. Look at me with it on. It does make your face a bit more symmetrical, which, if you've done any research into like face shapes and all of that, you do know a more symmetrical face generally looks more attractive. You also do want to be getting a pair of glasses that like complements your face shape. So look at me. I'm not sure the camera picks it up that well, but I have a sharper jawline, and obviously the beard also sharpens it a bit more. So as a result, I got a pair of glasses. I'm not sure how this comes up on camera, but it's a bit more curved, and that offsets it. But if you have a more like round face, rounder jawline, then you want like a more square, rectangular pair of glasses, just so there's like some balance. But I hope this gives you some sort of guide on how to accessorize, what kind of clothing to wear and all of that. But with that said, I'll see you in the next one, bro. It's becoming a better man.